Hi guys, here with a review. I was sent a book from Seal Press, and they sent me this book, Girl in Need of a Tourniquet, Memoir of a Borderline Personality by Merri Lisa Johnson. I forgot to look up if she was a debut author or not. This is a self-help psychology memoir. Um, if I look down, it's because I wrote notes because I have a lot I want to say about this book. The book is 222 pages, and here is what the press release says. We're fascinated by what goes on inside unquiet minds. Does learning about others make us feel better about ourselves, or is it that we all want to understand why people do what they do? Okay. Merri Lisa Johnson takes us on her own emotional roller coaster and spares us no detail about what it feels like on the inside when she feels like she is bursting at the seams or bleeding out. That's really a trend in the book. If you read it, you'll notice that many times she'll say, "I just want to bleed it out." Johnson details life with borderline personality disorder so artfully that readers can feel her struggle to establish where she ends and those she's in relationships with begin, skillfully weaving together a look at her dysfunctional past with an unstable present, and stitching in what a diagnosis of borderline personality disorder means for her. Johnson shares with readers what this attachment disorder means for her and sheds light on what healing looks like when nothing looks like what it really is. So, the book oftentimes brings in pop culture. She talks about the movie Closer and also about the movie Brokeback Mountain. She talks about Princess Diana. She talks about Left Eye Lisa Lopez. That's kind of how the book starts. Um, you really just get a look into her life. What I noticed while she does talk a little bit about her childhood and how she begins cutting at 14, she actually does it by accident, and then it just becomes this obsession. And if any of you know anyone that has borderline personality disorder or know anything about it, it's really a disease of obsession. Everything that they do is, every thinking is an obsession, and everything about their life is for a lot of them, their body image, their relationships. They're obsessed with people. They're obsessed with self-mutilation or drugs or whatever it is. Um, she does come from an unstable past. Her family, she has two other sisters, and both of her sisters are a little off as well, and she talks about them a little bit. Um, she has an unhealthy affair that really brings her down and really spirals her out of control, where she finally becomes aware that she is a borderline personality. And with that, she kind of bonds with someone unexpected. She is a teacher at a college, and what I liked about this book is that most of the memoirs that I've ever read, talking about mental health or whatever, are usually people in their 20s, and I got the impression that this was for someone in their 30s. So if you're someone that's older and you want to relate more than just a teenager talking about mental health, you might really like this book. I really like this cover, and they quote something from the movie Closer, and it says, "Do you know what a heart looks like? It's a fist wrapped in blood." So I just thought this was kind of a take on that. She does find support from someone really random. I'm not going to give it away, but it's really interesting. And I don't feel like I'm left with any sort of closure, but then again, I guess that's the reality of borderline personality and someone with a mental health disorder. They don't have closure. They kind of continue to live with this until they get help, or they can learn how to live with their disease, whether it's bipolar or anxiety panic disorder or borderline personality or schizophrenia, anything. So I really did love this book. I devoured it. It reads really fast. Throughout the book, let me see if I can find one. There's different parts from books. There's different little parts of poems and quotes, and it all fits into place. The font in places is different, and some of it signifies a thought like, as she's talking in the book, she's thinking about something else in her head, so you kind of really understand how obsessed she is with just everything. It can be kind of overwhelming. You want to keep devouring it, and I just did. I read it really fast. I think it only took an hour and a half or 2 hours to read, because just the way that the pages are. There's just not really a ton of words on the pages. I don't know. You seem to kind of just flow through it. Um, I really enjoy this book, and I really thank Seal Press for sending this. I really, really recommend people pick this up. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Once again, it's called Girl in Need of a Tourniquet, Memoir of a Borderline Personality by Merri Lisa Johnson. If you guys have any more questions about this book, please let me know. I'm sorry the camera's like focusing in and out. And I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you. Bye.